What's good, everybody? It's your brother Nubreed coming through with another live stream. The Carmelo Anthony Austin McCav footage has been released right on Juneteenth. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, those who control the media have been sitting on this footage. They waited until Juneteenth to release this footage. And I'm going to tell you why they did it. To show us that we ain't free. They wanted to show us that we are not free to defend ourselves. Now, this footage may be grainy. However, you can make out what happened. And I'm going to tell you right now, Carmelo Anthony was attacked. And he acted in self-defense. And now there's video proof. I'm going to go ahead and play the video. This is probably the closest angle we're going to get. We're nice and zoomed in. Now I want y'all to pay attention. You see Carmelo running out the back. You see him running out the back. Now, I want you to peep how fast that happened. So now you've seen where Carmelo was at. I want you to see the fact that he was sitting down most of the time. He was damn near laying down. He was leaned back. He was corralled. He was definitely pushed or punched. He was either pushed or punched. Watch this. Let's see this again. Boom. There was the attack. He fled. He fled to do what? Run to the coaches. Clearly attacked. Somebody said it. They waited a whole year later. Now they showing it to us. The reason they showing us the video now is because it's Juneteenth, which represents our freedom. There's a message. The message is you Negroes are not free to defend yourself against us. That's what the message is. Now, I'm going to play this back one more time, and we're also going to evaluate the body cam footage because, of course, Carmelo Anthony, he ran to the coaches. His life was in danger. He didn't run away from the entire track meet. He didn't try to escape. He cooperated with the police. He did everything he was supposed to do. Now, we're going to look at the footage one more time. I'm going to use my mouse here. I want y'all to look around this area right here. You see this? Boom. He was attacked. The whole time he was sitting down. He was attacked, either punched or pushed, and he acted quickly. And see, you know this was self-defense. You can look at how he ran away. He ran like he was afraid for his life. This came out less than an hour ago. Maybe a couple hours ago, right before the end of Juneteenth. You can see how many people was corralling him, and it was more than 2 people corralling him. Imagine this. They go to immediately attack him. Peep this. Look at this area right here. Boom. So Carmelo was on the bleachers. More than likely sitting down where they took it upon themselves to try to forcibly remove him. He was either punched or he was shoved. I can't tell if he was punched or shoved, but let me explain this to you. Let me explain something to y'all, right? I'm going to break down what Texas stand your ground law is. All right? What Texas stand your ground law is. Now, in Texas, the stand your ground law means that a person does not have the legal duty to retreat before using force or deadly force if they are lawfully present where they are, watch this, where they are and have a legal right to be there. Right? While they are and have a legal right to be there. Now, mind you, it's one thing for somebody to tell somebody to move. Somebody say you got a hood clip. There's others that are clean and clear. All right, well, I got a couple versions. Well, that one's a little more blurry, but there are no really clear versions unless you get it from far away. So let me get the stand your ground law in Texas. Under Texas law, a person may use force when they reasonably believe it is immediately necessary to protect themselves from another person's unlawful force. Deadly force may be justified if they reasonably believe it is immediately necessary to protect themselves from death, serious bodily injury, or certain violent crimes, such as aggravated robbery, murder, SA, etc. Now, with that being said, who's to say if Karmelo felt an immediate threat where he had to defend himself from all of those people that were surrounding him? I mean, Karmelo needs to be exonerated. He needs to be exonerated, ladies and gentlemen. Let's play the footage again, and then we're going to go to the body cam. Now, and I believe that this would probably be the best footage that's out, honestly. I'm going to say this is around the best footage because you can actually see what happened. Matter of fact, let me see. I can full screen this a little bit. Let's get a bigger angle. Let's try this again. Because he looks like he's being jumped. Y'all seen all of those people that was corralling Karmelo. Look at this. Pretty much a fight breakout. A punch, something was thrown. So I would think that this would be Austin McCaff right here. Look at this. You see how quick that happened? Austin McCaff was like right around here, and then he got laid out. So y'all must can't see the mouse because I am putting the mouse on him, but y'all must can't see it. I thought y'all could see the mouse. My fault. So where I want you to direct your eyes is right underneath the yellow part of the tent. You see Karmelo's running out right there. That's him right there up the top, fleeing the scene. So look where all the commotion goes and see that he was attacked. He was practically sitting down. Look at this. He was practically sitting down, and it all happened so quick. This clip is 22 seconds. That's how quick these type of things happen. Look. He got out of there. He ran for his life. Not guilty. Karmelo's not guilty. And I got another clip for y'all to show Austin climbing the bleachers to attack Karmelo. Now look, let's go to it. He fled. That young man wasn't trying to murder nobody. That's why he stabbed one time and got out of there. Now watch this. I know it looks grainy, but the closer we can get, the better. Look at that. He protected himself. It's self-defense all the way. It's not even without a question. Look, this is where the attack was made right here. You can see the motion as I moved this mouse. A punch was thrown. It was like it's like he got punched or something. And then he ran. Then he stuck and moved. I don't think he was trying to take nobody out. Karmelo's not a murderer. Murderers don't poke one time and run. That's somebody who's afraid. Without question, the young man was attacked. And they released it on Juneteenth because they knew it would cause outrage. And you already got the raccoons and Sambos trying to spin the narrative. They're not even reacting to this footage. They're only reacting to the body cam footage, which is no proof at all that Karmelo murdered anyone. It's actually more proof that he was standing his ground. It's actually more proof the fact that Karmelo did not run. He did not flee the scene. He was cooperative. He let them know what happened. It is what it is. Yeah, they was putting hands on him. They were definitely putting hands on him. Hebrew Care probably, yeah, yelling racist obscenities, all of it. The truth is out. The truth is out. Now, we're going to go to the body cam footage. We're going to go to that body cam footage. Real 80 says they act like he was supposed to stand there and watch him bleed out. Exactly. Yeah, I know the footage is very grainy, but you can see the motion of what's going on. You can see there's an attack going on, and you can see that Karmelo acted swiftly and he ran. This was not premeditated. This wasn't this young man going to school trying to murder someone. And the way they're going to fight it on a stand your ground was he wasn't supposed to be there in the first place. That's how they're trying to put it. But in a circumstance where maybe he didn't know he didn't supposed to be there. Maybe, and from what I'm hearing, he was over there because he knew someone that was under that tent. That's what they're saying, that he knew somebody, he was just talking to them, whatever. They came over there and attacked him. He defended himself. That's what happened. It's obvious. Now, I want to go to the body cam footage that a lot of people are reacting to. Which actually, in my opinion, proves his innocence even more. Even more. People don't cooperate who just committed murder. That's common sense. People who committed murder don't just cooperate. That's foolish. That makes absolutely no sense. He didn't run. He didn't flee. None of that. Now, peep this, y'all. Hold on one moment. And they trying to drop the connection so everybody get the likes up. Everybody get the likes up. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can still hear me. Yup, one of the guys' testimonies said that he invited Karmelo under the tent. And if Karmelo was not supposed to be there, they could have got an adult. They could have got an adult. But they decided to be the little domestic terrorist that they were raised to be and go over there and attack that young man. And he feared for his life because there were so many of them corralling him. That footage should be his exoneration.
But hold on. And I was just protecting myself.
You hear him? Officers, I was just protecting myself. Do you hear Karmelo pleading? Officers, I was just protecting myself.
But hold on. And I was just protecting myself.
He's crying. I was just protecting myself. Man, they about to piss me off, bro. I can't do this, bro. Keep your composure, Breed. You got this. You got this. Do you hear what Karmelo said? Officers, I was just protecting myself. The footage that we have shows so many. All right. And I don't know why the footage says 2016. It says 210 2016. Either the body cam footage don't have the right dates, or something, but it said, y'all see it at the bottom, 2016. I don't know why I say that.
Hold on. And I'm just protecting myself. If somebody is shooting the victim, they need to be over there.
North end under a memorial tent.
Don't reach for anything, all right, man? Stop right there for me. Dispatch 443. I got the suspects, and they're currently treating the victim. Again, he's on the north end of the stadium. All right. Any weapons on you like that? Come on. I'll look here. How long? He put his hands up. I know I'm not.
4-4, copy, I'll be en route.
Help me, y'all back up a little bit. Come over here for me. Come over here.
447, clear.
I'm gonna put your handcuffs for now, okay, bud? Dispatch 443. Everybody can slow down. I got the alleged suspect in handcuffs right now, detained.
Everyone else can slow down. Suspects detained in handcuffs.
Hold on. You can open up the channel, and medics are clear to come in. Have them come to the northeast entrance. That's gonna be a gate that's wide open there, and then you come to the victim from there.
Received.
The first thing he said, he was just protecting himself. And I believe him. Fear of God on his shirt. He said, I was just protecting myself. And based on the footage I can see, I seen a young man who got attacked. He got attacked.
This is the alleged suspect. All right, bye.
Dispatch 432.
Okay. We'll figure that in a minute. So nothing on your person at all? No, nothing? No, sir. Mind if I reach in your pockets and stuff and all that? Nothing gonna stab me? No, sir. Okay.
I'm going to be out with this. Racing.
I'm okay. A little personal there, okay? Just to make sure.
My car's right there.
Okay. You want me to get up now? Yeah. Go on. All right. The victim's going to be underneath that tent over there, so I'll get medics. Memorial tent over there, guys. All right.
He put his hands on me. I told him not to. He put his hands on me.
He put his hands on me. Told him not to. They gave this young man 35 years. They charged him as an adult. He was 17 years old. They didn't charge him with manslaughter. He's a first-time offender. I can see the demons on the police officers. I can look at these officers and I see the devil. He stood his ground in Texas. They gave him 35 years. They locked him up with adults. A man in Georgia just shot up a family reunion where elderly black women were rolling under cars. Children was running for their lives. They gave the man who shot up the family reunion aggravated assault, and he bailed out with $500. They gave this young man 35 years for defending himself. They delineated in 3 hours to reach a verdict. 3 hours, they came up with a verdict.
All right. The victim's going to be underneath that tent over there, so I'll get medics. Memorial tent over there, guys. All right.
He put his hands on me. I told him not to. He put his hands on me.
What's happening right now? Victim is over here on the north end. They got staff standing to him right now. This is the alleged suspect. Okay. Already? No. We searched them. We got nothing on him.
I don't know what happened.
423. Trackers have negative CPR progress for a witness. Freezing. That's the wrong thing. Freezing.
Side over here or which side? Up to you. It's up to you.
That's fine. This is closer.
Okay. Let me do one more little check of you, okay?
Yes, sir.
You don't mind for reaching your pockets, anything like that? You good?
You can.
You're just wearing the one pair of pants?
I'm wearing some little underpants.
Well, yeah. But no, it's not
Like
pockets. It's your
no
own
ma'am, I
pockets.
don't think so.
What's your name, man?
Karmelo Anthony, Karmelo.
Carmelo Anthony is cooperating. He was attacked. They purposely released this footage on Juneteenth. Here's our gift to Black America. Let's give you more trauma. Let's show you that you don't have the right to defend yourself. Let's show you that we can railroad you. The video clearly showed how things went down. He was definitely speaking with fear. He had tears in his eyes, but somehow America is going to try to make us believe that this is some vicious animal who went to school with murder on his mind and premeditatedly murdered Austin McCabe.
Show me out. Freezing.
Have a seat here real quick, man. Watch your head. Let me check your hood here, buddy, okay?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll tell you what, lean this way so you're not resting on your hands, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, see a little bit of blood on your hands there, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
402, I'm on scene.
So your first name is Karmelo?
Yes, sir.
Freezing.
Karmelo.
Carmelo cooperated. He definitely sound remorseful. He don't sound like he wanted to hurt anybody. He told them not to attack him. King Connect, thank you for the support, says, and they convicted him like he was a cold-blooded murderer. It's a damn shame. Nobody hearing him out. He's just the suspect. Babylon getting what's coming to her, for sure. Babylon got to pay for this. And I'm hoping that that appeal goes through. I hope that that appeal goes through and the footage that was released works in his favor because of public sentiments. 35 years is way too long. If anything, as a first-time offender who is a child when he committed this alleged crime, there's no way he's supposed to be doing 35 years with grown men. There's no reason that this is supposed to be happening unless you got some white supremacists who are trying to make an example.
Let's see. Hold on one second. Have a seat here real quick, man. Watch your head. Let me check your hood here, buddy, okay?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll tell you what, lean this way so you're not resting on your hands, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, see a little bit of blood on your hands there, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
402, I'm on scene.
So your first name is Karmelo?
Yes, sir. Karmelo.
Let's see, hold on one second.
Is he gonna be okay?
I don't know yet, man. Karmelo, C-A-R-A.
K-A-R.
K-A-R.
M-E-L-O.
M-E-L-O, Karmelo. What's your last name?
Anthony.
A-N-T-H.
O-N-Y.
O-N-Y. What grade are you in?
I'm in 12th grade.
10th grade? You go to Emerson?
No, sir.
Where do you go? Centennial. Okay.
I'm in 12th grade. 12th grade.
12th grade?
Yes, sir.
Okay. No, Centennial. All right, sit tight for me real quick, bud, all right? All right. Let me run this guy.
You hear that? Oh, is that Ninja? You know why that young man in the background said, oh, is that Ninja? Now, all the black folks in the room, let me talk to me, y'all. Why did the young man in the background say, oh, is that Ninja? Why would another student say that? Come on, let's put on our thinking caps for a moment. Why would another student say, oh, is that Ninja? Come on, y'all, talk to me. 101s know why he said that. Because it's unbelievable that he would murder somebody. That's why. That's why he said, oh, him? What? You talking about the star athlete? You talking about the honor roll student? That Ninja? Exactly, King Connect got. They know he ain't on that type of timing. Come on. They know he ain't on that type of timing. They know he's not the type to be going to school, putting somebody down. They're surprised. They're surprised who's in cuffs. Why? Because that's not Karmelo's character. He's small frame guy. He has straight A's. Karmelo saved somebody from drowning when he was 14. We're talking about a 4.0 student. So they like, hold up, what the heck? That Ninja? Nah, he ain't stabbed nobody. Man, give that man a new trial, man. Stop playing. And you know what's crazy? These Sambos and Uncle Ruckuses and raccoons who are trying to sway public opinion to further condemn this young man who's already going through it, man. Listen, the Bible talks about this, man. To you devils out here who think it's cool to defend the unjust and corrupt the righteous or condemn the righteous, y'all got a special place in hell. Y'all not even righteously judging the situation. Y'all not righteously judging a damn thing. You raccoons are the worst. This is a situation where all us supposed to be on code. Somebody said Trump will pardon him. Oh, you must be tripping. I believe the railroad came directly from the MAGA White House. Yup. This is crazy. Somebody, Hebrew Care says they just beat up a 16-year-old in NC and nearly killed him. If no one was sentenced, evil, wicked Esau, right? Just like the cops that took out that 1-year-old baby at Walmart over what they thought was stolen diapers. The cop was put on paid leave. The cop was put on paid leave.
Have a seat here real quick, man. Watch your head. Let me check your hood here, buddy, okay?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll tell you what, lean this way so you're not resting on your hands, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, see a little bit of blood on your hands there, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
402, I'm on scene.
So your first name is Karmelo?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Karmelo.
Let's see, hold on one second.
Is he gonna be okay?
I don't know yet, man. Carmelo, C-A-R-A.
K-A-R.
He asked something. I don't know if he said, is this going to be okay? I think that's what Carmelo asked.
I don't know yet, man. Carmelo, C.
I don't know yet, man. What did he ask? Sorry, I'm trying to hear what he said, y'all.
Your first name is Carmelo?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Karmelo.
Let's see, hold on one second.
Is he gonna be okay?
I don't know yet, man.
Is it going to be okay? Is this going to be okay? Is this going to be okay? They're definitely trying to incite a race war. They did this on Juneteenth to disrespect us. They wanted to show, they wanted to release that footage on Juneteenth because as we are celebrating our freedom, as our families are coming together, you know, remembering the fights and struggles that we had to get certain civil liberties for ourselves, we are now being shown footage of one of our own being assaulted, simply defending himself out of fear. And we're getting to see the injustice unfold. I'm telling you, these people are very strategic. This kid is no gangster. He's no thug. He was clearly being harassed and attacked. And I see so many of these raccoons out here trying to defend white supremacy. Now, the thing that they're going off of is the no duty to retreat. They'll use that in a stance of, well, he wasn't supposed to be there, so he didn't have the right to defend himself because he wasn't supposed to be there. They act like he was breaking into somebody's house. He was at a public area. No matter how you slice it, even if he was under the wrong tent, speaking to someone that he may know that goes to that school, he was in a public area. So you really can't use that when it comes to hold your ground, because that's what they would like to use, which is stand your ground law in Texas. In Texas, under Texas law, a person may use force when they reasonably believe it is immediately necessary to protect themselves from another person's unlawful force. Now, the question would be, was Austin McCaff's force unlawful? And the answer would be yes. Can we see that very much clearly in the tape? Not exactly, but we can see somebody attacking somebody. But if the footage was not enough to see exactly what happened, it should have been thrown out. It should have been thrown out. Because guess what? If Austin McCaff pushed, shoved, punched Carmelo Anthony had the right to defend himself. And guess what? The size of the knife wasn't big enough to be considered illegal. In fact, a lot of the young men carried knives to do what? Actually clean their cleats out. He's a track star. to clean the cleats. He had every right to have the knife. That's not what he got charged with. That's what a lot of people don't understand. People keep saying, why he bring the knife to school? Why he bring the knife to school? Because he has the right to have the knife. That's why he wasn't charged on having the knife. Man, they gotta throw this case out. He needs to be fully exonerated. Carmelo Anthony should be fully exonerated. He needs a retrial, and it needs to end in a dismissal. Carmelo Anthony needs proper representation. If this would have happened in Georgia, I would have sent them to some lawyers. I'll tell you that right now. If this would have happened in Georgia and I was able to get in touch with that family, I'm telling you, I will have the lawyer for you. Because this is easy. This is easy. This is light work. That was a utility knife. He had a utility knife used to clean his cleats out. It's an actual tool they use. He wasn't coming to school like Jeffrey Dahmer. He wasn't coming to school after watching Scream like he just gonna go stab somebody. These Sambos are out of their damn minds. They out of their damn minds. They lost their damn minds. There's more on this footage. Hold on, I want to show y'all something. This is crazy because they did this on Juneteenth. They got the 911 call. And I want to share the 911 call. Let me see. Is this the 911 call right here? They released that. We got to get to the 911 call, y'all. Bear with me. Let me take my time and get to this 911 call because this, I ain't gonna lie, this one pisses me off, y'all. I'm trying to keep my composure, but I don't like seeing this. I don't like seeing this. Let's share this 911 call. Hold on. This says judge releases. Wait. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to find it. I know it's up here somewhere. Let's see. I mean, I can see it's been one released, but this link I'm clicking is just a photo. But it's been released, but I'm gonna find it. I don't really even see it on YouTube like that, but I know it's out there. Because there's evidence in all of that. I mean, even when Carmelo was showed up to court, he seemed to have a lot of regret and emotion. All right, I found it. Oh, that's not the right. Hold on, man. Damn. Y'all got to understand, as soon as I got this news, I went live because I couldn't believe they released that footage on Juneteenth. All right. We got the 911 call.
Frisco 911, what is the location of the emergency?
Hi, we're at Kuykendall Stadium. My friend just got stabbed.
Okay, do you know who
At a
stabbed
track
him?
meet. We have no clue. He was sitting in our tent, but you need to send an ambulance right now.
They're on the way, okay? Give me a description of the person that stabbed him.
He was wearing a gray Essentials hoodie. He was black. He's standing out on the track right now.
He's
His blue
standing on the
sweatpants
track?
on. Yeah,
Okay.
his blue sweatpants on and gone.
Okay, what did he stab your friend with?
And, I don't know. My friend's bleeding everywhere.
Okay. Okay. Where was he stabbed at?
The chest.
Okay. And do you still see the person that stabbed him, or did he leave?
It was Austin. Austin got stabbed in the chest. I'm sorry, what did you say?
The person that stabbed him, is he still there? Do you still see him?
There's adults on him, I think. Yeah.
There's adults that are trying to keep
y'all
him there?
know who he is. Sorry, what?
The person that stabbed your friend, is he still there?
Yeah, he's still here.
Okay. And
He's with the coach.
there's a coach with him?
Yes, he's with. People got him.
Okay. Do you know if he still has the weapon on him?
No clue, but he's like he can't do nothing. He's done.
What do you mean?
He stabbed Austin Metcalf in the chest. What?
What do you mean he can't do anything? What's going on with him?
Coaches have him. He can't hurt anyone.
Okay, when you say they have him, are they physically holding him down?
No, they're just holding him, walking around.
Okay.
That's because Carmelo Anthony ran to the coaches after fearing for his life. And he wasn't a threat. He was afraid for his life. He ran to the coaches where he felt safe. Austin McCaff should have went and got a coach to begin with. He should have went and got a coach and asked them to remove Carmelo. If it was that serious, him being over there.
Okay. He was under our team. Austin tried to make a move.
Okay. What's your name?
Mason Nordyke.
What's your last name? Nathan.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your last name?
Nordyke.
Okay. And do you see any of the responders there yet?
We hear the sirens, but
Okay.
the coaches sent us out. We're all walking to our buses.
Okay. So you're going to get on a bus right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And the rest of the students are walking towards the buses?
Yeah, everyone's being evacuated out of the stadium.
Okay.
Thank you so much for being quick.
Okay. Just follow whatever directions you're being provided by either the officers or by your coaches, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect with you, Nathan, but we've got all kinds of help headed that way.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Now, we got to unpack this. Because at what point do we hear anybody say that Carmelo was being problematic? He was over there. He just randomly attacked. We don't know why he did it. He just went on a rampage. He just started knifing, slicing, and dicing. You didn't hear that in the 911 call. You didn't hear that. Because typically, right, in a 911 call, you're going to tell them what happened. Y'all hearing me? Let me give you an example. Somebody stabs my friend in the chest. I call the police. Some guy just came over here out of nowhere and he just started stabbing. We don't know what's wrong with him. He was picking a fight. He started yelling, throwing punches. He just started stabbing. You didn't hear none of that. You didn't hear none of that. You know why you didn't hear that? Because the young man who stabbed once, not doing the stabbing, but stabbed one time and ran, the accidental murderer, what you would consider him an accidental murderer, he ran. And he ran to the coaches because he was afraid. Because why? He was being attacked. He feared for his life. I'm curious to know who said that Karmelo just did it out of anywhere. He just, it wasn't that serious. He just stabbed. Who said that? Because we all seen the footage. And we seen a tussle. We seen everything happen all in 22 seconds. 22 seconds. We seen in the police body cam footage that Karmelo said, I told him not to touch me. We're talking about somebody afraid. Not touch me and see what happens. And guess what? We don't even know if that's what was said. That whole touch me and see what happens, I don't believe that's what was said at this point. I believe he said, don't put your hands on me. Simple as that. Don't touch me. Letting them know that I'm prepared to defend myself. And he had the right to defend himself. He had all the right to defend himself, y'all. I hope Karmelo gets that retrial. Empower Educator says Karmelo has a medical diagnosis of epilepsy. Fear can cause a reactive response to preserve oneself. Right. I didn't even know that. Somebody said the antagonist spirit never gets in trouble for what they instigate, only the victims or survivors. So you're punished for self-defense. You're punished for surviving. Again, this is deeper than color. It is. You're right. The antagonist is always the one getting away with it, unless it's some supreme divine intervention. People who play the victim, people who initiate combat, initiate a response out of somebody, they always be getting away with it. The devils, known as the police, they always be working with these type of people, believing everything they say. And that's right, Hebrew. Can we always warn that before it pop off? Look, listen, don't put your hands on me. Keep your hands to yourself or it's going to go down. That's how we are. Like, look, I'm warning you, don't put your hands on me. Who wouldn't say that? Who wouldn't give a warning? So even if Karmelo, let me rephrase this. Even if Karmelo said, touch me and see what happened, right? Which I kind of doubt he said that. He probably said, don't put your hands on me. Don't touch me. But let's say he said, put your hands on me and see what happens. That's warning you, listen, I'm prepared to defend myself. You attack me at your own risk. Because guess what? You're unlawfully practicing force against me anyway. Once somebody decides that they want to put their hands on you, all bets are off the table. You don't know how somebody's going to respond. You just don't know how somebody's going to respond in these situations. Yeah, it's a natural response. Yeah. Impress Me says 35 years is an egregious abuse of power. I agree. And, now that this footage is out, I'm going to do something for the audience and I'm going to let y'all tap in. and share y'all thoughts. I don't really do that often, but seeing as how this is Juneteenth, they don't really be giving us room to heal. They don't give us room to speak our minds. I'm gonna let y'all come in and chime in on information regarding this case, what you think, get it off your shoulders, get it off your chest. I'm gonna open up the panel and let people in, you know, because like we got to process this type of stuff, y'all. We have to process this type of stuff. Meanwhile, in between time, we'll be looking at, you know, no pressure. If y'all join, you join. If not, you don't. You know, you may just want to kick back in the cut. And then you got these damn Sambos, man. You got these Sambos, man. They are a problem, bro. They are a problem. Look at this. Look at this fool. Look at this fool, Charleston White. I can't even believe this fool.
Yeah, make sure y'all get y'all Karmelo Anthony watermelon filling shirts. They can be purchased at www.therealcharlestonwhite.com. Again, you can get your watermelon filling Karmelo Anthony guilty murderer shirt at www.therealcharlestonwhite.com.
Man, that's a damn shame. No dignity, no honor, no none of that. I mean, I think this is an open shut situation. This angle right here is a little bit further. You know, I mean, it's more clear, but it's definitely further away. They don't look like a murder. They look like somebody afraid. He ran all the way to the coaches. He ran all the way to the coaches. Are those people chasing him? Yeah, he got out of there. That's not somebody who went to school looking to murder somebody. That's somebody who was afraid. He was afraid. He got all the way out of there. I mean, this is clear, open and shut. This is open and shut. And I don't see how a jury can come up with a guilty verdict from this footage. Of course, every so-called witness is going to lie about what happened. Yeah, this is definitely open and shut. I don't see how anybody in a logical mind can see this and get a guilty verdict. Somebody says Karmelo was distraught. His coach had to hug him to help comfort him. Hold on, let me get that whole comment. I don't know why I just skipped like that. It says, comfort him and calm him down. 3 goons was chasing him to attack him. Yeah, they chased him. Somebody says you take video and corroborate with witness testimony. What a clown. I don't know who you calling a clown. I don't know if you disrespected me or what, but you about to get blocked because you damn sure not going to disrespect me on my platform. You at the wrong place for that. I mean, this video evidence proves he's innocent. I don't give a damn what witness testimony said. The video footage showed he's innocent. I don't give a damn what they talking about. This young man was attacked. He was so afraid because there were so many of them, he ran all the way across them bleachers. Where's the 22-second footage? Let me get that 22-second footage because you can see it. You can see exactly what happened right here. You can see exactly what happened right here. It don't even look like Karmelo was standing up when this happened. You see how quick that happened? That's not premeditated. That's a young man under attack. Look how quick this happened. 22 seconds, all of that happened. Watch, you can see the punch get thrown. Watch. Boom. Punched him. That was a punch. And he stuck and moved. And when they seen that blood and they seen Austin drop, everybody went crazy. Those two ran down the bleachers to chase him. So not only, hold on. Oh man. Now we see the two people who was chasing him. Karmelo was so afraid, he ran because he knew they was chasing him. They were going to jump him. Look at this. Boom. There you go. He stuck and moved. That's reflex. Oh, snap. Do you see that look right there? Look, he stopped. Look, peep Karmelo right here. He looked to see, damn, did I get him? Look. Right there. Oh, shit, I did. And look, these two down here chasing him. Look, they were going to finish the job. Why would the two at the bottom chase him? This is case closed, y'all. The two people at the bottom chase him. He was about to get jumped. They seen their boy drop with blood immediately, and they were going to chase him. They didn't know if he was stabbed or what. They just seen him get dropped, and they were going to chase him. How we know they were going to chase him? Look, you seen them run down here, right? Let's get the other footage. Yo, this is crazy. Let's get the other footage, right? Look at this. Boom. He runs. He stopped. Karmelo stopped. Look, there they go. You see that? Come on, man. Karmelo had to turn and stop because he didn't even know if he hit him or not. And they chased him. You know why? Because they were all going to jump him. They were all going to jump him. They didn't know that Karmelo stabbed him that quick. They just seen him run. He had his adrenaline going. He stuck and moved. They didn't know what happened. They didn't know if Austin got punched in his nose. They didn't know it happened too quick. All they seen was blood and seen him drop and seen Karmelo running. And like the gangsters, bullies, and thugs they are, they were going to chase him to finish the damn job. And where were all the adults at? Where were the adults at? It's game over. It's game over. Now look, it's more. Look how far they chased him. Look how far they chased him, though, y'all. Hold on, is this the one right here? Nope. Because one of these videos, this one right here, look how far they chased this young man. Is this the one? He ran all the way to the other side. All the way. Look at that. Look, they were still chasing him. Why they chasing him for? Look at this one right here. He gone. He too fast. This is why he a track star. He's too fast. Look, that dude with the backpack. Look, he stopped. You know why he stopped? Look. Still chasing him. Look at him. But guess what? Karmelo made it to the coaches. He made it to the coaches. Yo, that's case closed, y'all. That's case closed. They were going to jump him. That's case closed. Now look. That was a mob of bloodthirsty thugs. Absolutely, Hebrew Care. That was a whole gang of bloodthirsty criminals, domestic terrorists that was going to jump Karmelo. He got up out of there. They chased him. Those guys that chased him didn't even know what happened. They just seen him get out of there. This is what happened. Austin jumped up. They were gonna all pack Karmelo out. Man, listen, anybody who know anything about the streets, anybody who know anything about combat, this is open and shut. I'm trying to tell you this is open and shut. I understand this world right here. Karmelo, because you got to think of it, Austin is the team leader. Austin jumps up, lay hands. All of these bloodthirsty thugs was like, oh, we're going to get a piece. We're going to drop him, and we all going to get our lick in. They didn't see what happened. They just seen, oh, snap, Austin's on the ground bleeding. Karmelo just ran. Their instinct was to be wolves and chase him. Their instinct was to chase him down like a pack of damn wolves. Karmelo dips, boom, jets across the field. They chased him all the way to the point where he runs to the arms of his coaches. Karmelo sensed the danger that was coming. That is self-defense at its finest. This is an open and shut case. This is open and shut. There is no way that I could have been Karmelo's lawyer and not win this case, bro. That is definitely this young man feared for his life. Without a shout of a doubt, Karmelo feared for his life. Based on the way he was crying, he is not that type of kid. The one kid couldn't even believe who him? Nah. That ninja did it? Nah. Him? Nah, man. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. And they put all this out on Juneteenth. That's crazy. And you got all the Sambos blinded by their own self-damn hatred. Hold on. When the first thing Carmelo Anthony said out of his mouth was, I was fearing for my life. The first thing he said out of his mouth. I was just protecting myself.
Somebody is treating the victim, they need to be over there.
Under a memorial pen.
Don't reach for anything, all right, man? Stop right there for me. Dispatch 443. I got the suspect, and they're currently treating the victim. Again, he's on the north end. But hold on.
And I'm just protecting myself.
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 If somebody is treating the victim, they need to be over there.
North end under a memorial tent.
Don't reach for anything, all right, man? Stop right there for me. Dispatch 443. I got the suspect, and they're currently treating the victim. Again, he's on the north end of the stadium. All right. Any weapons on you like that? Go ahead. I'll look here.
How long? He put his hands over there. I know I'm not.
4-4, copy, I'll be in route.
Help me, y'all back up a little bit. Come over here for me. Come over here.
447, clear.
I'm gonna put your handcuffs for now, okay, bud? Dispatch 443. Everybody can slow down. I got the alleged suspect in handcuffs right now, detained.
Everyone else can slow down. Suspects detained in handcuffs.
Hold on. You can open up the channel, and medics are clear to come in. Have them come to the northeast entrance. That's gonna be a gate that's wide open there, and then you come to the victim from there.
Received.
This is the alleged suspect. All right, bye.
Dispatch is 432.
Huh? Okay. We'll figure that in. So nothing on your person at all?
No, sir.
Nothing?
No, sir.
Mind if I reach in your pockets and stuff and all that? Nothing gonna stab me?
No, sir.
Okay.
I have
I'm going to be out with this as well.
my phone.
Racing.
I'm gonna a little personal there, okay? Just to make sure.
My phone's right there.
Okay.
You want me to get up now?
All right. The victim's going to be underneath that tent over there, so I'll get medics. Memorial tent over there, guys. All right.
He put his hands on me. I told him not to. He put his hands on me.
What's happening right now? Victim is over here on the north end. They got staff standing to him right now. This is the alleged suspect. Okay. Already? No. We searched him. We got nothing on him.
I don't know what happened.
423. Trackers have a negative CPR progress for a little bit.
Racing.
See that's the wrong thing.
Racing.
Sorry, over here for a second. Up to you. It's up to you.
That's fine. This is closer.
Let me do one more little check of you, okay?
Yes, sir.
You don't mind for reaching your pockets, anything like that? You good?
Well, you're just wearing the one pair of pants?
No, ma'am. I'm wearing some little underpants.
Well, yeah. But it's not
Like,
pockets. These are
no,
all
ma'am, I
pockets.
don't think so.
What's your name, man?
Karmelo Anthony, Karmelo.
430, show me out.
Okay.
Racing.
Have a seat here real quick, man. Watch your head. Let me check your hood here, buddy, okay?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll tell you what, lean this way so you're not resting on your hands, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, see a little bit of blood on your hands there, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
402, I'm on scene.
So your first name is Karmelo?
Yes, sir.
Racing.
Karmelo.
Let's see, hold on one second.
Is he gonna be okay?
I don't know yet, man. Karmelo, C-A-R-A.
K-A-R.
K-A-R.
M-E-L-O.
M-E-L-O, Karmelo. What's your last name?
Anthony.
A-N-T-H.
O-N-Y.
O-N-Y. Where are you in?
I'm in 12th grade.
10th grade? You go to Emerson?
No, sir.
Where do you go? Centennial. Okay.
I'm in 12th grade. 12th grade.
12th grade?
Yes, sir.
Okay. North Centennial. All right, sit tight for me real quick, bud, all right? All right. Let me run this guy real quick. I haven't talked to him at all. Man, that gave it away.
I wanted cheese sticks. You're getting cheese sticks. Y'all been bothering me all week. A lot of people don't know this, but
We don't want to see no damn cheesesteaks. Man, that's crazy, bro. You heard the brother at the end say, "Oh, that ninja," that tells you exactly the type of kid Karmelo was. He was no thug. we can see Karmelo wasn't on that timing. I think it's open and shut, y'all. You know, this changes everything. Anybody who, you know, truly wants justice for Karmelo, then there's gonna have to be some. It's gonna have to be something. Something's gonna have to give, y'all. I don't know, man. But it's open and shut. Karmelo is innocent. It was self-defense. He got attacked and chased. Somebody said the video they saw was clearer. Well, I don't know what video you saw, but the video you might have seen was probably AI doctored up. Yeah, he needs a fair trial. He needs a new trial. 35 years is egregious. Yep, you're right. Somebody said Karmelo was still respectful, saying yes, ma'am, and sir. Yeah, Babylon is through, man. These people gonna have to deal with the consequences for how they treating our people. Yeah, if you got that video, send it. Send it to my Instagram. Inspired Me says, how can we help this kid? It's gonna have to be the people of Texas. It's gonna have to be the people of Texas. There's gonna have to be some petitions done in Texas. That's the only thing I can really think of. And, you know, public opinion is going to have to be swayed. Like people like myself and others who are riding for Karmelo, you're going to have to share those videos, get it out there, because public opinion does matter. Putting the material out there, only thing I can do is do my part and draw awareness to what's going on. It's up to the people to make sure that this message spreads. If you really want justice for him, public opinion helps, you know. Yeah, he definitely needs a good defense team. He needs a retrial. He needs an appeal. The young man was clearly railroaded. Anybody with a heart and a soul can see what's going on in this situation. Anybody who has any you sharing a video, great. Anybody who has any compassion or empathy about themselves can see. They can see that Karmelo defended himself. He defended himself. Self-defense all the way. Let me know when you send that video. So you said you got a clearer version. I am open to reviewing that. I'm jumping on IG right now. I'm jumping on there right now. I'll be waiting for that inbox. But I gotta, let's see, the streets are already starting to talk and react to the footage being released. Because, you know, this is pretty much breaking news.
The Karmelo Anthony Austin make-out footage has finally been released to the public, and this is what they showed. It was so blurry. Like, is this what they showed on court? Like, you tell me none of these students were recording close what happened. I know it's blurry, but based on what I saw, it kind of looked like 2 or 3 people surrounding around him, or he just poked him, just ran away after a shove. Just seems like, even though it's blurry, I can't really clearly see. You tell me everybody was just hyping up the footage and released the footage to the public just to see the blurry. Bro, that's nasty work. And that looked like a public tent. It looked like it wasn't even certain teams that was sitting at the bleachers. So that was kind of concerning. They were saying, like, the tent, people own the tent. There's different teams. Like, where in that footage? Austin's brother.
That's true, too. It did just look like a regular public tent. And I believe I found the footage. Because the person said they only have YouTube. And I think I found the YouTube video that looks like it has been slightly enhanced. But it's only slightly enhanced. I mean, the angle is very far away regardless, but let's go.
Said Austin grabbed Karmelo's backpack, which I couldn't see that, the blurry, and the shove. All we saw was him running away. And why were the people that said they went to see the video, 20 people saying it was 11-minute video and it was a 2-minute video? Why did we only get like 50, like a minute video? We couldn't even tell which one is approaching Karmelo. We could tell.
It's a 15-minute video. People are only clipping the video.
Who is who? So the Karmelo Anthony Austin make-out footage has finally been released.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go to the YouTube video so you can see it a little bit better. Because it did make its way to YouTube. It made its way to YouTube. It looks a little more clear. I believe this is the enhanced version. Like the AI will enhance it a little bit, but you're not gonna get crispy, clear footage of it because it's just too far away, It's just too far away. And this one's about 11 minutes. Look, it's even showing people at the school. I think that's Austin right there. Him and it looked like Austin and his little clan of thugs walking in. Look. There go Austin and his little pack of white supremacist domestic terrorists walking in right there. So it looked like it's showing them arrive. So this is clear as it's gonna get. I guarantee that. This is probably clear as it's gonna get. There go the tent over there. Okay, see, this is about clear as it's gonna get from this far. Yeah, you're not gonna really see much. You see some commotion right there. There's definitely some kind of punch thrown, a punch or a shove. He was attacked. And those pack of hyenas, look, he ran. And these pack of Neanderthals, these hyenas chased him, but he was just too fast. Yeah. Yeah, man, this is probably as good as the footage gonna get. This is about good as it's gonna get, y'all. But they released it right on Juneteenth. Anyway, brothers and sisters, there you have it. He runs into the arms of his coaches. Well, all we can do is hope the best for Karmelo, hope that he gets a retrial. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining this broadcast. Somebody said zoom in. I think that's as far as we can go, man. Zooming in is, you got to understand where Karmelo was standing was right under the tent. Only thing you're going to see is the commotion. All you're going to see is the commotion. Yeah, them pack of thugs, they was on dummy time. They was on there trying to bully a young black student who they were probably jealous of because he was faster than all of them. And and I'm going to say this too, you know, I want to be careful how I word this, but let me say, man, would it have been better if Karmelo would have threw punches? Absolutely. 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 But did Karmelo fear for his life? Absolutely. So free Carmelo Anthony. Things went wrong. It went south. But y'all be blessed out there. More material coming. Y'all stay safe. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Support the work at newbreedglobaltruth.com as well as hebrewcare.com. Feel free to support the Cash App at Nubreed Global Truth. Thank y'all. Y'all be blessed. Shalom. Peace.